Get back in control with Off the Wagon, adventures in emotional eating, health, and weight loss. Each episode containing fork-sized mindset tweaks, perspective shifts, and lifestyle hacks to get you back on the wagon. Whether it's habit change, emotional eating, addictions, weight loss, willpower, or relationships, there's something here for you. So let's get on the wagon and get down the road to your goals with me, Christy R. Hall. Welcome to episode 30, where today we're talking about our model of health, what it looks like, and how to live it. And this is going to be a shorter episode this week, mostly because I wanted to give you a little bit of motivation today, this week, without really diving into, any further into, mastering your emotional eating, which is a topic I can go on and on and on forever about. But that's not to say that this is a lot of blowing smoke up your skirt. It's really about getting into the nitty gritty and the dirty of getting healthy, and how it's not always as pretty or sexy or not as sweaty as it actually is in real life. So let's dive right in. Some of the biggest lies that so-called health and wellness gurus and authors and pharmaceutical and supplement companies tell us are around how easy it is to build, create, or manifest a healthier life and lifestyle. Flip through the pages of any magazine or check out any of the numerous ads that follow you around on the internet, and you'll see photos, videos, and clickbait showing you models and celebrities that achieved health effortlessly, and real people just like you and me who turned the tables on their health issues, lost tons of weight, and now their lives are perfect. Click on the article or ad or flip to page 125 and you'll find their exact 15-minute workout that helped them shed the pounds, and as a bonus, 3 days worth of super healthy, easy, and filling meals that are crazy easy to make that you can use to start changing your life today. And being mindful about your food choices isn't easy. Working out is not effortless. Being aware of the emotions that drive you and trying not to let them do that is not simple. Shopping for healthy food and creating a meal plan for the week and then following through with that meal plan takes dedication and even discipline, because we all know and have evenings when it would be easier and much more appealing to call in an order for takeout. It's especially hard in the beginning when the pain of such changes is so acutely felt. When I first started working out, which was a combination of running and bodyweight exercises, every day was a struggle. And most days, I would have given anything to not have to do it. When I tried to run my first mile, I thought, this stuff is for the birds. Only I didn't say stuff. And I want to keep this podcast PG, or at the very least PG-13. I remember going to the gym with a friend, trying so hard to impress her, squatting the barbell like a boss, until my legs gave out and I collapsed underneath the weight. I recall waves of nausea and almost praying for death. And it was the same when I started trying to crowd out unhealthy or triggering foods for me. I had days or even weeks of cravings, anger at myself for being a wuss, and anger at everybody else for being able to eat whatever they wanted and not having to give stuff up. All the healthy foods tasted like crap to me without all the extra dressings and coatings and toppings. Salads tasted dry and got stuck in my throat, and in fact, most green things worked that way, needing butter or cheese or something similar to help lubricate and coat them on their way down. I didn't think that my taste buds would ever adjust. I didn't think that getting up and doing my workout would ever not require that 30-minute, or sometimes more, battle beforehand with myself on whether or not I should do it. I was frustrated literally every single day. Even now, 5 or more, I'm not sure at this point, years later, it's still not always easy. And there are plenty of days when I just don't wanna. Even though my workouts are 5 days a week and I try to get in more and more steps each day, and even on the weekends, even though the days of the battle against myself is rarely fought anymore, mostly because I don't give my inner lazy ass a chance to get a word in edgewise, it's still not really easy. In fact, there's likely never going to come a day when it's going to be easier to do my workout and eat according to my meal plan than it is to hit the drive-thru on the way home and then sit on my ass binge watching Netflix or Hulu. And that's why it's so easy to fall off the wagon into a big pizza pie. It's easier. And think about it for a second. That's what they've been selling us: easy and effortless weight management and health. But then when we try to actually follow the programs and the guidelines, it's hard. So that must mean we're doing it wrong, right? I mean, their beautiful meals never looked like the lot that I plated it up. And even now, you should see me do yoga. I never feel as weak, unbalanced, and as uncoordinated as I do as when I do yoga. My point here is that being healthy never looks like it does in the magazines. Mastering emotional eating is never one and done. Learning to cope with the crap storm that life seems to constantly be serving up, it's a never-ending process. And in fact, just when you think you're finally enlightened and you've got it figured out, something happens that makes you realize that you're not that far from where you originally started. And that makes it sound bad, tedious, and like a never-ending battle that must constantly be fought. But that's not how it really is. And how healthy plays out for you will be different than it does for anyone else. But the thing is that some days you get up and you feel good. And you get your workout in and you appreciate the sweat. Other days it feels like there's sand in your muscles. And every moment is like trying to walk in a swimming pool. And still, there are some days when you just get up and you do it and you get it over with. There are days when you find that things are calm and quiet and there's less stress, which means fewer cravings and urges to eat. But occasionally, you find yourself faced with a test, either a situation or a food, and in the end, you lose and you give in. Which is only another opportunity to learn more about yourself and heal some part of you. And the next time you face it, you'll be stronger. Some days it's too busy and you don't get to eat your carefully planned lunch. Or it goes off while sitting in the fridge and you have to find something else to make do. Building a healthy lifestyle, managing and mastering your emotional eating isn't easy. It's not sexy. It's kind of a hot mess, really. I mean, no one is Instagramming themselves from the toilet because their thighs are too sore from leg day and they just can't get up. No one, unless they're starved for attention, is Facebooking their imperfect meals and the no makeup, unwashed, messy bun hair standing in line at the grocery trying to get replacement salad greens because the ones you left in the refrigerator are too long went slimy. How many Twitter posts have you seen saying, OMG, the stench coming from my workout clothes is stronger than I am. Hashtag fit girl, hashtag squats for life. You don't see it. And the worst part is that you do it today only so that you can do it all over again tomorrow. So remember, healthy isn't easy or sexy, but it does get easier. And every time you make the best choices you can for yourself, you're on the right path. You're sticking to your plan, even if it takes you longer to get where you meant to go. Every time you win the battle of should I work out today or not is a victory. Every time you write in your journal or call a friend or simply sit with your emotions rather than eating them is a win. Every time you take the time to do your meal plan instead of just winging it, you get closer. 1 inch, 1 day, 1 week closer to your goals. Each time it gets just a little bit easier. But that's why change is anything but easy. Because we're force-fed images and news that lie to us about how easy it is to be healthy and how good it always feels to make healthy choices. But it hardly ever is, and some days it feels like torture. I wish we could just be honest about it. Mindset change and lifestyle habit modification is hard. Making not so great for you food choices have consequences. Why can't we just get real about it? It's hard, but it's also worth it because in the process you get stronger. You become more capable of handling things than you were before. Finding that place where you're comfortable around food instead of waiting for the next trigger to send you off on a binge is worth it. Every day, getting further down the path leads you to the unexpected benefits of having more self-confidence and more self-compassion. And it's all a result of honoring your body and mindfully choosing how you treat it. So yes, it's absolutely hard. And if you've found yourself struggling on your path or not making the movement or progress that you desire, realize this. It will never, ever again be as hard as it was in the beginning. And that's really the most frustrating thing about changing your life. At the beginning is when you need it to be easy. Try to accept that the choices you make on a day-to-day basis, the ones that make you feel the best and the most proud of yourself, aren't always the easy and effortless ones. In fact, most of the time they're not. But things get better when you stop looking for shortcuts and when you stop making it your life's goal to make stuff easy. No matter where you are on your journey towards health and wellness, keep going. You absolutely can do it. If you have any questions or want to reach out to me for a bit of help, I can be found at Facebook at fb.me/Coach Christy R. Hall or at my website, www.christyrhall.com. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys soon.